Hiya, I'm going to show you this makeup look from scratch today. It's a really simple kind of dark autumn palette and the eyeshadow is literally just two colours, really simple, so I hope you enjoy. As always, everything I've used is listed in the description of the video, so if you click to make it full screen, the title will come up along the top, click the arrow next to it and a full list of everything will drop down. To kick off, I'm going to prep my skin with a little bit of this SVR lotion. Their French pharmacy brand, everything is quite simple, fragrance-free, perfect for me. And I've been using this one quite a bit recently. It's a lovely lightweight cream for under your makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's the first day back to school or something because I haven't done a video in so long. But now for the autumn, I'm very ready to just get back into a routine of making lots of different tutorials. So if there's anything in particular you want to see, please feel free to let me know. I'm gonna take some CC cream in light medium after this. In the meantime, one playlist that I always think I should mention again, on my IGTV section, I've broken things into different playlists and one of them is called At Home Beauty School. Now, that particular playlist is really designed to share lots of techniques. So rather than giving you a video where you need those exact products to make that look, it was really designed to be little tips and tricks that you could use with whatever is already in your makeup bag. So if you're new or you haven't seen that before, that's a really good place to start to get kind of a few little techniques and tips and things, and then I'll mix up the videos with kind of tutorials, new makeup as I go along over the next few weeks. Now, I'm just going to take a tiny little touch of concealer in a couple of places. I'm going to keep my skin relatively fresh today because I want to really do a big eye makeup. I haven't been wearing much makeup at all. One of the reasons being that I've had a bad eczema flare-up around my eye. And so I really just feel like doing a bit of a full glam today. And I'm really not one for rules or you must do it like this or must do it like that. But I always think that if you've gone kind of really bold on the eyes, it can still feel fresh and wearable and not too much if you've gone for a softer base. So for me, wanting to find this middle ground of feeling glam without feeling like I've got loads on, it's a really good way to do it. Okay, I've just set this with a tiny bit of powder, nothing too much. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'll come back to my complexion in a moment, but for now, I'm going to go in with some eyeshadows. Now, I'm going to use these two colours from MAC. It's really that kind of autumn brown, plummy kind of feel. What I would say to you is if you go for something with a slightly warmer finish when you're doing a smoky eye, it will really make your eye colour pop. Now, these shades are written underneath if I pop them out, so I'll write the names in the description of the video. But first of all, I'm going to take that kind of matte plummy brown colour on a really fluffy brush and just take it through the socket of the eye. The other colour I know is Twinks from MAC. But I can't remember exactly what this one is, so I will find out afterwards. That's one of those palettes that you can chop and change. All of those colours pop out. It's a really good place actually. If you look at eyeshadow palettes and think, oh, well, I'd only use two of those colours and I wouldn't use the rest, which I think lots of us can do. At MAC, whether it's blusher, eyeshadow, you can make your own palette and they sell the empty palette and refills, and it's a really nice way to just make sure that you will actually use every single colour rather than being stuck with things that are never going to see the light of day. Now, as you can see, I'm going in really gently with this because really I want to create kind of a wash of colour that gently goes up to those brows, and then I'm going to really pack the colour on when it comes to the eyelids. Now, before I do that, I'm going to take a bit of Peaches liner in Dynasty. I find that when I'm doing pencils, I kind of pull my eyes a little bit because I wear contact lenses and I don't want the pencil all over the lens. So to do that, I don't want to have shadow on there and then pull it away and ruin the shadow. Okay, liner is on. I'm going to take a flat brush first of all and just press this shadow onto the lid up to the natural line. I'm going to pat that onto the back of my hand to try and minimise the drop down. and then just do this kind of patting motion to build up that colour. Okay, I've matched up on either side, taking it underneath. Obviously this does not look, you know, like something we want to go out in, but when I take a clean blending brush over this, watch what happens. I'm going to soften that line, take it up into this next shadow, and the whole look starts to feel so much more wearable. Look at the difference. And this is where that colour in the socket really comes into play, because you've got something to blend this out into and it all comes together. Now what you can also do is go back and kind of press a bit more shadow onto the lids themselves so that you get that strength on the lid, softer in the socket, right the way out into nothing. Okay, if you'll bear with me, I want to make a TikTok video of this brown mascara. So I'm going to do my mascara at the end and finish everything off first. I'm going to go in with some Brow Power Pencil from IT Cosmetics. A really good tip to keep in mind when it comes to your eyeshadow. If you feel like you've gone really hell for leather on your shadow and you want to soften other things, it's a great idea to keep your brows nice and soft. And equally, if you've done maybe like a fresh simple makeup and you want something small to smarten it or polish it up a bit, going in with a slightly fuller brow will instantly transform the whole thing. So just keep in mind they're a really good way to set the tone for your whole makeup. Okay, lips, I'm going to go in with some Pillow Talk lip liner. A little touch of Bitch Perfect lipstick. And then to really make that look glossy, I'm going in with a bit of Pink Champagne lip gloss from Lisa Rinna. Okay, now for some bronzer, I'm going to take some of the Laura Mercier bronzing powder. I think this is the 01. This is the matte radiance powder, but I like it because it's really silky and it doesn't kind of clump. You can build as much or as little bronze as you want. Sometimes that's the nice thing about things that take a tiny bit longer perhaps to build, is that you can't go overboard with them or accidentally put too much on. Now, do you know something? I feel like that bronzer has just lifted everything up. So I'm not going to go in with any blusher today. I'm just going to take a little nude sticks. This is the shade Hey Honey. I have to say, this summer, I have used my nude sticks all summer. They're just so quick and nice. It's nice that they're in the little stick. You can throw them in your handbag. I'm using my hands, but there's a brush at the end of each of them as well. I just really, really love that brand. Really easy. Everything looks like quite healthy skin. Like, see that it catches the light, but it's not necessarily metallic or anything. I just think they're lovely. And now that that is all complete, I'm going to finish everything with a brown mascara instead of black. My friend Laura Capon, if you don't already follow her, she's so funny and she honestly has like the best tips as well. But she did this video recently that went viral. We always laugh that like on TikTok, she just opens her mouth and it's gone viral. But it was all about like how brown mascara is that bit softer than black, and I've been meaning to do it, so I'm going to give it a go. And this is the brown. Do you know what? It's quite a dark brown that I use. This one is from Ico. They actually have like a green, a purple, a blue. I'm going to give them all a go. That's really subtle, but I feel like going for the brown instead of the black has just brought my eyes out a little bit more. They feel a little bit blue, more blue than they might have done. So I'll definitely wear that one again. But there we go, nice simple browns, lovely for this time of year. I hope you enjoyed. I'm actually going to get out like all of the plum colours and those slightly deeper colours. I think they're always lovely when we're getting into this colder weather. So I'll probably have a play with those over the next few days. But thank you for watching. As I say, if there's something you want to see a video on, please feel free to let me know, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care.